What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only Africa battle. Things are getting pretty interesting. There's a few wars going on. Not many cities close to falling though, so we're going to have a little bit of pay our attention to this battle for now, because yeah, everywhere else is just sort of random troops fighting each other. Nothing really going on. Doesn't look like there's going to be any cities falling. So this is the main sort of thing. Assyria, lots of units to defend. Babylon, lots to attack with. Let's see how it goes. It's going to be probably the biggest. Actually, no, Rhodesia and Zimbabwe is pretty big. That is still going on. Zimbabwe all but out of units. I don't think Rhodesia should be able to take anything back, though, because they're not too strong themselves. And the map is almost all out of space now for settling. Obviously, except the Sahara. But I don't expect too many people to settle there. Same goes for the middle of the Arabian Peninsula, where it's all desert. Arabia does look like they're about to attack either this Persian city down here or Oman. I know a few people will be disappointed to see Oman go, if that is the case, but I don't think they'll be able to hold this off. Persia, yeah, they may just end up losing the city. If not, Arabia, probably a good time for them to make a move, as Babylon and Assyria, both distracted right now, fighting each other. The Ottomans look like they might be getting ready for another go at attacking Byzantium, but we'll see. Obviously, if Assyria get weaker, maybe they'll aim to push east instead. Egypt having a quiet time. Zimbabwe just completed Himeji Castle over there, doing a good job down there. The Vandals, some I'm not really paying attention to because of their split cities and it looks all horrible, but they're doing okay up here. They're not doing that bad. Got their unique boats too, so we'll see how they do. We've got to watch out for Greece, who are becoming stronger by the minute. Rome are also looking pretty strong, although they are separated, and obviously Greece being here is a big problem for them. And obviously it depends what happens. France aren't that weak. I think we're giving them a hard time, but they're not in any danger at all. But they're not really trying too hard. I think that's how I'd describe it. They're not doing as much as they could. No, Egypt settled there a while ago. I was going to say, is that a new city? But no, it's not. The Garamantes are heading somewhere. Probably over here somewhere. To this random city that they have, surrounded by Mali, who haven't decided to take them out just yet. Benin are still alive by some miracle, but they are running out of tiles, so eventually they'll just be stuck like this, which sucks for them. The Ashanti haven't really grown at all. The Congo, how are you doing, Congo? You've got another settler. Okay, the Congo are settling a lot at the moment, upwards around the forest, gathering a lot of land, creating all these nice patterns. We can see as the forest is cleared away. They seem okay for now. This city's got some nice big borders, which could be really helpful, because that's going to protect them from their neighbours, because it's going to take them longer to get there. This is still going on, pretty stale. I would say stalemate. Zimbabwe nearly took this, but they failed, and now it looks like it's probably just about run out. But it looks like the Zulu might be about to launch an attack. They've got musketmen and a ton of impies down here, so they could really devastate Zimbabwe if they were to attack right now. That'd be interesting. I just looked briefly at the info addicts. We'll have a proper look in the start of the next episode, but we've already got the Mazai here making some progress, settling over here, just up north of where they are, west of the Red Sea, which is something new. But they've also got the biggest military in the world, apparently, and that's not helping them against Rwanda, who I believe they're still at war with. Mali just grabbed the Leaning Tower of Pisa, so wonder for them over here in the west. And the Vandals pieced out with Rhodesia, which I didn't even know those two were at war. That is a weird... I don't even know why those two were at war. Okay, so Babylon seemed to be losing, and Assyria seemed to actually be, just charging through these units. Ottomans, if there was a time to save Babylon, it would be now. I know a lot of people are rooting for Babylon, so you'd make yourself some friends if you were to go and save them. But at the moment, it does look like Assyria is winning this war. Or maybe they've just moved and Babylon have moved. But, okay, there we go. Zimbabwe and Rhodesia piecing out. That is that. I don't think any cities change hands. Nope. Zimbabwe need to rebuild pretty quickly, though. Because the problem for Zimbabwe is they've got to either take out the Zulu or Rhodesia. It's one or the other. No in between. Okay, this is pretty big. The Mazai attacking Kilwa. Zimbabwe. Why are you doing this? You need to stop, Zimbabwe. You're not in a good spot right now. Just... fix stuff. You're just giant and you don't really have anything. And the Zulu are giant-ish, and they have a lot of stuff. Like, there's a lot of Zulu units. That's crazy. Yeah, Kilwa the Mazai. That would be interesting. We obviously saw the Mazai try to attack Rwanda and failed, and I think they're still at war with Rwanda, so they need to be careful not to send all their units down here, because that would not go too well for them. But we'll see how this goes down. Austria denounced Rome. That's not a surprise. Austria is still here, and they're not. I mean, they're not looking great, but they're not. They got a 14 and a 12. There's still a chance for them to play a big part in this game, maybe in stopping the Huns from getting too big. But again, as I've said, Attila's sort of missed his mark. It's a bit late for his battering rams now. He's not going to have the best of games, I think, from this point onwards. I mean, up in the desert didn't help him, even though Attila's court was in a good spot by the river. Never really settled where he needed to be. If he'd have just gone a bit further this way with his settlers, got to the coast first, maybe he would have got some good cities up. That didn't happen for him. I imagine he's planning to take out the Khazars soon, because that's probably why he took this in a peace deal, which I thought was really smart on his behalf. Babylon, yep, they're definitely lost more units here, although some have gone over here, so I don't know, you can hardly tell. But yeah, it does look like Assyria's defended pretty well. They don't have any more siege towers, which might hamper them, but I'm sure they'll be fine. And there you go, Congo with the Globe Theatre. It's nice to see the wonders being spread around, not just Rhodesia grabbing all of them, which is what I thought might happen, because I think they're a little bit overpowered. But I think Zimbabwe are too. I think I might have, apparently there's like a mod. There's overpowered one, there's not an overpowered one. I know which one I used, but they seem to be keeping each other in check. So that's good, as long as they keep fighting each other. Congo are now in the deep sea with their caravels, as is this Vandal's scout. There's not much out here, guys. You don't want to explore. There's obviously, let's hide that. I haven't looked at it for ages. Oh, and there we go. As expected. Oh, Mali's actually made some progress against Nigeria, and it looks like the Songhai is actually moving to do something now. But yes, Arabia just declared war on Oman, and they're going straight for Muscat, straight for the capital to deliver the killer blow. It's been tough for Oman. They weren't in the best spot to start with. There wasn't much food, and their cities are pretty small, so this should probably be pretty quick for Arabia. Maybe grab 1 or 2 cities quite easily. I think Oman might just make it through this war, though. They might have to wait till next time there's a war to actually be killed off, but it could happen. Syria's holding them off, and they don't even seem bothered anymore. Most of their units have just ran away. It's good to see. So let's go focus on the city that's most likely to fall soon. And okay, they did a good job. They just killed one of the units, but let's see. I don't know if Mali have gone yet, but let's just see if Mali take it now. It's always cool to see if we get to actually watch the city change hands, or at least I find it. Oh, they're getting close, but yeah, they should definitely do it. Got a load more units coming. Looks like the Songhai are about to maybe attack the Ashanti. Maybe they're going through Mali with open borders. Again, I don't know why they would do that. I feel like Nigeria is here and pretty open if they wanted to expand. Don't know why they would go after the Ashanti. That would just more likely to end up in a war with Mali, basically. That's all that's assuring. We're about to hit turn 200. Wow, we're actually getting through it quite quickly. Quicker than I expected. Songhai, yep, there you go. Declare the war on Ashanti, who they've rebuilt, but not much since their war with Benin. So we'll see how this goes for them. Benin, this is like a get out of jail free, with the Songhai, Ashanti, Mali and Nigeria all sort of busy. It means they could sort of sit here and try to figure something out about how they're going to survive. They are trading with Mali over there. That's probably a good thing to be doing. Mali is getting very close to taking this. Let's just go see how it's going on. Yep, green, Muscat, Arabia. They're trying to attack 2 cities at once. This might not go too well for them. How are the Mazai doing? Not really got over here yet, although this knight is being very brave, but they're not really over there yet. Rwanda seems to have just spread out and dissipated, so that's not really a threat. Another Congo city here. Rhodesia is just taking a break, I imagine. And Zimbabwe aren't contributing, but they are rebuilding. And all these musketmen will have to hold off the Zulu if there's going to be a war in South Africa. That'll be very interesting to see. I like kind of not knowing who's winning. Like, because we haven't looked at the info addicts in 100 turns. It's completely changed since then. So we don't really know who's winning. And even then, I don't think you could... Normally there's an obvious winner. Like, I don't think there is one at the moment. I mean, you can't really tell. Everyone's sort of good at different things. But here you go. People with the pointiest sticks. It's not me anymore. I know, guys. Disappointed. But Zimbabwe is first. Zulu in second. That is very quick, those two have built that up. I think Zulu had it up before, but obviously Zimbabwe's built that really quickly since that war ended. Mazai still in third, or dropped to third. Congo fourth. Greece fifth. Rome. So there we've got 3 Europeans just outside the top. 2 outside the top 5, 1 in it. Mercuria in 8th. That's a surprise. Rhodesia in 9th. Carthage 10th. Who's got the smallest? Oman, Tunis, Khazar all have less than me. Nigeria's down there too. They're not doing too well. Carthage look like they're about to attack somebody again. Actually, I think they're not. I think they just returned from doing something stupid over here. I think that's what's going on over here. I think they tried something and they just never attacked. So they walked home again. Oh, yep, there you go. The Huns versus the Khazar, as we were expecting at some point. And here it is. This should be pretty easy for them, especially if they can attack from the south as well. They don't really have any triremes anymore, though. They had loads before. Who are you trading with? Parthia's trading with the Huns. They've had a poor game. And yep, there we go. Mali grabbing this city, cutting off is it Lagos or Lagos? Or some other way of saying it, but I'll say Lagos for now. Cutting off Lagos from the rest of Nigeria, almost. But yeah, this is not good time for Nigeria. It looks like Mali is doing pretty well over here. And obviously the Songhai, they're basically allowing the Songhai to attack Ashanti for them. How are you doing, Oman? They're not really close yet. They're not really... I said they're not really close. Oman are doing okay. Arabia aren't really getting in there. Oh, yep, Assyria must have really... He's held off the Babylonians. He's going to go after Armenia again, though. I really don't know why, because he failed once in Armenia. I mean, they're two-population city in the mountains. Although I imagine the production's pretty good, like balanced out, because and there's a wonder there. But yeah, they've got all these mines, so I mean, the production might be okay. The Huns are trying lots of wars up in this region at the moment, the Middle Eastern region. Persia and Parthia haven't had any conflicts yet. I think they've both been peaceful for the whole game, actually. So that's pretty impressive, but the two biggest militaries starting to face off down here. Zimbabwe showing off their musketmen. The Zulu do have access to musketmen, but I think they'll probably prefer to stick with the Impis for a little bit longer, as the AI does tend to do with its unique units. The Mazai settle somewhere. Yeah, they settled 2 new cities, the Mazai. 3 new cities in a very quick spell, all within their own sort of uncontested region, the Horn of Africa. They are starting to look more and more menacing, and they're trying to push into Kilwa. It's going to be tough, but you know, Kilwa have sort of built up, and since that early scare when Burundi attacked them, they've done okay. Burundi have slowed down a lot. I'm seeing not the best of units around here. I don't know what's going on for them, because they've got some fairly good cities. They should be doing better than they are, but they are struggling. Maybe it is the lack of money. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but it could be. You never know. Maybe it's just the lack of money, because they don't have cargo ship access as some other civs do. But I don't know, I doubt that. I'm sure there's other things. Well, I mean, that might limit their military size, but I'm sure that doesn't bother them too much. Ethiopia sending a ton of units towards their other cities down here, and Mali has settled this at some point, and that was there that long ago. Obviously, the Vandals have this sort of region here of 4 random cities. They've held on to it for 200 turns. That's pretty impressive. The Songhai now are... Okay, so next turn we should probably see this... I think the second Ashanti city to have been settled fall into the hands of the Songhai, which I'm not sure how that will go down, because obviously they're completely unattached from it. Oh, Carthage just attacked Nigeria. They're going for this city, I think, in the middle of the Sahara Desert. That should be fairly easy for Carthage to take. Surprised they've still let Tunis live. You know, I don't have a problem with that, but it's just surprised that they wouldn't go for that easy pickup of a city. Portugal over here, nothing really going on. Spain and Portugal still yet to have a fight. Just yet, no wars between those two. Look at all these units from Rome. That's crazy. How have they got that so quickly? Or I didn't even notice. Has that always been there? They can't have had that much. I think they're planning to like reconnect their empire probably. The Huns haven't really made much progress yet. Neither of Assyria. How are you doing, Arabia? You're still struggling. But that's going to be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, it would be awesome if you could leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.